On today's show, we're going to have Celtic Harpist and martial artist Anne Roos on the set.
You're only going to see Celtic Harp playing, though.
Dang it, I was hoping for a little arm bar.
No, I'm not doing any of that.
No, but wedding season is upon us, and Anne is available to make it that extra romantic.
That's right. That's right. Just give it that little extra touch.
I'll tell you what, guys, you want to pay attention to this. If you want to earn mega points, Wake Up Tahoe starts now.
Coming to you from the 12th floor of the Mont Bleu Resort Casino and Spa on the beautiful south shore of Lake Tahoe, this is Wake Up Tahoe with Dreu Murin. Wake Up Tahoe is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Welcome to Wake Up Tahoe. Good morning. Happy Thursday here in Tahoe. The wind's starting to subside out there.
Yay.
The city council meeting's over, so all the hot air is gone.
Yes, and the pine cones aren't falling on my roof anymore.
Is that true?
Yes.
I mean, that windstorm, I think it blew all the pollen out of the Lake Tahoe basin. It's all in Reno now.
And in my sinus.
And in our sinuses. Hey, great night of paddleboarding last night. Wednesday night sub-series. Congratulations to Evan Dardowski. 3 consecutive weeks top of the podium. Overall winner,
wow.
Record time last night, 26 minutes. An incredible course. The wind really subsided. It was absolutely incredible down there. El Dorado Beach. South Tahoe stand-up paddle. Week 4 next weekend. And you need to get into this stand-up paddleboard
Well,
craze.
I don't know. I'm busy.
Oh, gosh. Anne Roos is my guest today. Celtic Harpist here in Lake Tahoe,
yes.
as well as other things which are going to hint.
Yeah.
We're going to work on that a little. Martial artist. So I'm going to behave myself on the show today because you can put me in one of those like arm bars or something, right? Yeah. So anyway, we got a good show for you. All the events, we're going to talk about some concerts coming up. We're going to talk about the fair going on across the way over here.
Yes, the Renaissance Fair.
That just closed out here at Valhalla.
Just closed out, yeah.
Did you play there?
No, I didn't. I've been busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy on weekends, so I'm at weddings generally instead of the Renaissance Fair these days.
And I want to jump into the wedding thing because Lake Tahoe is a huge destination wedding place.
It is. It is. And, just look behind us at the view. That's why people come, is they want to have this as part of their wedding and want to include the lake as part of their wedding.
And how long have you been playing the harp for weddings?
Oh, I've been playing the harp for about 30 years.
And is it just something that you tell you like, I'm just going to pick up the harp and start playing it today?
No.
Or is this like a passion? I mean, how do you do? Not a lot of people fall into a harp.
No, for me, it was serendipity. I was living in Los Angeles. I went to one of those New Age kind of whole earth festivals, and they had all these booths, and there was a lady there with a booth with all these little harps and said, if you want to learn to play, you could sign up. She'd rent a harp to me, and I said, I'm going to do that. That's it.
That's where it hit.
That's all there was to it. So it wasn't pre-planned. It was just something I decided to do. And if somebody told me all those years ago that I'd be now living in Tahoe performing on the harp, I would have said, you're crazy back then.
Well, you and I met at the wedding fair.
Yes.
And I see Anne, and I'm talking with her. She's playing this little music, and I'm like, oh, this is really exciting. And then you're like, you want to hear some Metallica? And I'm like, whoa!
Yes.
And things got intense.
Yeah. Well, I play Metallica, I play Led Zeppelin, I play Beatles, I also play all of the other things that you would expect a harp to be able to handle, such as, Mancini and Sinatra tunes and that kind of thing, too.
Do you play house parties?
I play house parties. I play, you name it. It's not just weddings. I play a lot of weddings, but in fact, I played a surprise birthday party last weekend.
So cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Everybody likes the harp.
I guess.
I hope.
Is it hard to play?
No. A lot of people ask me that. My belief is that you gravitate towards an instrument that you're going to be good at because you're going to get over whatever those hurdles are to play that instrument. Yeah. And that's just the way it is. Every instrument has some kind of hurdle. I always tell people, if you put a drum set in front of me, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I would not. And other people find that easy. So
I had Kyle Schmane on the show yesterday. We were talking about musical talents and lack thereof in our cases. So we are the air guitar came very easy to us. So we decided to take that up. And actually, it's working out quite well. Good. But you are this is something about Anne you might not know. A harpist, a very subtle, soft, a little metallic every once in a while. But you're a martial artist.
I'm a martial artist. That's right.
Black belt, yellow belt.
I'm a black belt.
Black belt. See, I told you I got to behave myself on the show today. How did you get into that? That just seems kind of contradictory to a harpist,
I actually years ago I had a friend of mine. She was an next-door neighbor, still a dear friend of mine, and she was a little tiny thing, and her job was a bouncer at a Hollywood club. And she was like barely 5 feet tall, and she was like a 4th-degree black belt at the time, and I was really impressed by that. And so later I decided I was living in Placerville and wanted to do something physical activity and some kind of physical activity, and so I got into that.
And now here we are, a black belt.
Here we are.
So we're going to see you play the harp coming up in the show.
Yes.
And what's the number you're going to be playing? The name.
It's She Moved Through the Fair.
She Moved Through the Fair.
And this tune, many brides like to request it because it's really a gorgeous Irish air, which is great because I'm just playing and they don't hear the words. But the song's really about the dead bride who comes back to haunt this gentleman. But it doesn't matter because they're not hearing the words, and it's pretty.
You got to treat your brides good. You don't want them coming back and haunting you. So we're going to go to break. We're going to take a look at this. It's called Dead Bride.
No, it's called She Moved Through the Fair.
It's called She Moved Through the Fair about the dead bride.
No, it's a pretty song.
I like it says quotes right here, Dead Bride, and I'm like, okay, Doug.
It's okay.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Take a look at this piece. When we come back, we'll talk more with Anne about Tahoe Social, some of her books.
Yeah.
And who knows, we might even hear her play Metallica right here on the show. We'll be back.
morning, South Lake. This is your weather being brought to you today by Getaway Reno Tahoe. It's a nice sunny day today, 68 degrees. Tomorrow, 70s and sunny skies. We're looking at 70s over the weekend. It's going to be a great Father's Day.
Welcome back to the show. Adra just gave you your weather update. Things are only going to get nicer going into the weekend, Anne.
Yes.
Do you ever play on the beach?
All the time.
Is that it's got to be one of the most amazing settings. On the beach in Lake Tahoe with a harpist. It's like the perfect date night ever, right?
It's beautiful out there. I mean, it's gorgeous. And, I just bring the harp down there. I bring a board so I'm not sinking into the sand.
That would not be good.
Bring an umbrella so the harp stays in tune, and it's all good.
Now, where do you play around the Lake Tahoe area other than weddings?
Oh, other than weddings?
Yeah. Or even incorporating weddings. I mean, where's some of the most beautiful locations?
As far as beaches are concerned, there's always Zephyr Cove. Mm-hmm. There's Logan Shoals Vista Point.
Gotcha.
There's Regan Beach Park. So if people don't want to have their feet in the sand, they want to be on the grass, they can be at the park over there. So there's a number of different places that you can look for your own beach if you want to too.
I'm telling you guys, bottle of champagne, Anne Roos, and the date of your choice. She's not going anywhere. She'll be locked in forever.
I have played for engagements too. So if you're thinking about asking your sweetie to marry you, I've done that.
Do you have a song that says, "Will you marry me?"
No, I ask what they want me to play.
Oh, okay.
And they tell me what their song is,
Aww.
and I play that.
Well, Anne's got a new album out right now, Blue Jeans by Anne Roos. Tell us a little bit about this.
This has some of the tunes that you're going to be hearing very shortly, Fields of Gold and Desperado. It also has, it has all kinds of modern pop music on here. Some of it that you might not expect, like Stairway to Heaven and Freebird. And
I'm down.
And then also other tunes like Unchained Melody, and so it's kind of a mix of music, but it's all solo harp, and it's great stuff.
I've heard a lot of the songs, and I'm really impressed with the diversity. Now you've got some literature here.
I do. I'm also a writer. I'll show my first. This was my first book, The Musician's Guide to Brides: How to Make Money Playing Weddings. And actually, my editor said to me, I didn't know there was so much information about how to do this right. So it's got worksheets in it and all kinds of things like that. It's
quizzes?
Very cool.
Is there quizzes?
No quizzes, but lots of blank sheets where you can scribble in it. And then also, and it's also available as an iTunes book.
That's more my style.
iBooks.
Listen to it in the car.
You can. Well, it's not a listenable, but you can download it on iBooks.
On your iPad.
Yeah, and then the newest book is The Bride's Guide to Musicians, which is a flip side of it, and this is for the bride, and it has also all kinds of checklists and worksheets. The cool thing about this is it also has a lot of information about how to save money, not just with music, but with your wedding all together.
Is that possible?
Yeah, it's very possible. It's really possible. There's a lot of things you can do that you'll save money with. So there's some great ideas in here. If you go to my website, www.celtic, spelled CELTIC, CelticHarpmusic.com. You can purchase these books. You can purchase them together. You can also get these other two books with it, and you get a discount on all the books together. For the bride, you can also include the Bride's Guide to Wedding Music. Has some other great information about what good tunes to tell your musician to play. And this one for the musician, which is a must-have, the Wedding and Love Fake Book, which has tons of sheet music.
Oh my goodness, look at all that.
These are all kinds of tunes that somebody might request, and all you have to do is open this book up, and if you can sight read and work with a fake book, there you go. Lots of other CDs
Lots
too
of information
available
there,
on there.
Ann.
So go to my website and you can purchase them and at a discount.
Well, we're going to see Anne play live right here in the studio, but just a couple of notes. It's dollar drink night tonight at Opal Ultra Lounge.
Wow.
Yes. Thursday nights are dollar drink night. You that's what you should do. Instead of having a DJ, we'll have Anne Roos playing the harp at the club.
You have to ask them. I'd love to do that.
I think you could get up there and rock it out.
People are surprised that harp isn't boring.
No, it's not. It's going to be the new club hit, Anne Roos Club Mix, coming out here soon, right?
Yeah.
Also, a few little shout-outs before we go to break. L. Dieball says, tell Adra if she wants a date that she should go to stand-up paddle on Wednesday nights.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. You hear that, Adra? Also, Miss Perry Diaz says, Wake Up Tahoe show is a great addition not only to the South Lake Tahoe area and Mont Bleu Casino, but anyone looking to visit the area, constantly giving good insights and information. Dreu, you're my favorite. Well, you're my favorite too, Miss Paradise. Yes, you are. Thank you so much. We're going to take a look here at Anne playing live in the studio, in the wedding chapel.
Yeah.
At Mont Bleu. This is just perfectly fitting.
Yeah, makes sense.
And when we come back, we got all your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday events coming up. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back.
Hi, I'm Dreu with Getaway Magazine. I've heard some great things about Murphy's Irish Pub, so we're here in South Lake Tahoe to check it out.
Walking through the front door of Murphy's, I'm greeted by the owner, Keith, in proper Irish fashion with a pint of Guinness. From there, I take a seat at the bar, and Erica takes great care of me all night long. Just as my mates and I were on the brink of unlocking the mysteries of the universe, Erica hands me a dinner menu. I decide on the bangers and mash per a recommendation from one of our Facebook fans. From there, I make a pass through the spectacular salad bar, which provides me ample cushion for the main course.
Ah, the main course. Let's just say it's one of those meals that tastes so good, you have to consciously pace yourself to avoid looking like a half-starved hyena tearing away at a wildebeest carcass. Now that my plate is polished to a high gloss, a local Celtic band was cranking up, and I was invited to sit in and play the bodhran drum to some of Ireland's most famous folk songs. I just knew those private bodhran lessons would pay off someday. After banging out 4 or 5 songs, it was time to take 10. Keith made a huge mistake and challenged the getaway guy to a high-stakes game of pool in the back deck area. The game came down to the wire, and yours truly made an extremely precise, but let me be honest and say, one of the luckiest bank shots in history, gaining victory of the coveted Irish prize. Yep, you guessed it, another pint of Guinness. It was a hard-fought match with fans rooting for both sides, but in good sportsmanship, Keith and I decided to fire up the Dropkick Murphys' favorite on the karaoke stage for a duet. The dogs were howling and the kids were scared to death, but we managed to finish the song in an eruption of applause and chants. Still not sure if it was for the performance or if the singing had finally concluded. Either way, tonight couldn't have been more memorable. Murphy's Irish Pub in South Lake Tahoe definitely has the getaway guy's eggnog. Normally, I avoid cliches like the plague, but stop in sometime and tell Keith the getaway guy sent you.
Welcome back to the show, Fields of Gold.
Yeah.
Never sounded so good.
Thank you.
What does exactly the Fields of Gold mean? I thought it was like Fields of Gold coin or gold bullion, but that's not it.
Well, you have to listen to the words of the song.
I try. I get so wrapped up in all the...
It's a romantic song.
It is. It's very romantic.
It's romantic. It's perfect for weddings.
Well, weddings, it is the season, and you too can have a harpist at your wedding or at your engagement or at your need.
Surprise party or you name it.
Have anybody ever asked you to play in the car? Like, Anne, hop in the back seat. Can you play while we're driving?
No, it's possible if the car is large enough.
We'll get a bigger car.
That hasn't happened. I've been asked to play in an airplane, but the harp was buckled in, so I couldn't bring it out.
Oh. And we'll be playing at Murphy's Irish Pub. You just saw a little bit from Murphy's at Getaway with Reno Tahoe.
That's
so
right.
When's that coming up?
That's this evening, Thursday evening, and actually every Thursdays they have a pub session there. It starts at 7 o'clock and it goes until 10 o'clock or until they kick us out. And
those people get crazy over there, don't they?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. You never know. We musicians just show up, so it's different every Thursday depending on which musicians happen to be there. And we just play all different combination of Celtic and Irish tunes.
And people get going and dancing and having a good time.
They are having a good time.
That's so true. Speaking of having a good time, the mailroom. You know what that is?
No. I know what a mailroom is, but I don't.
Well, this is
know.
the MALE room.
Oh.
Yes, Anne's like, oh.
Tell me more about the mailroom.
Mail review coming. They've got your package, Anne. That's their tagline. That'll be Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And the mail reviews, it's a mail review show.
Yeah.
Anne will be there. You should play the harp for that. Maybe you can play the harp for my number.
Okay.
I'm doing like a little, I think it's called Candy Shop. Do you know the tune? The Candy Shop. I think it's like, maybe you could learn that by Saturday. And then you could like strum it on the harp like the Candy Shop. And
I have a wedding on Saturday. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it could be after the wedding. Show starts at 8. Anne will be there whenever.
Maybe so. I could be there afterwards.
See, now she wants to go. She's like, I'll play that number. Yes, the mailroom will be at 8 o'clock. Mail review would be opening night, so you never know what to expect.
That's right.
Lots of wardrobe malfunctions always happen on opening night. Although I think that's the point of this whole thing from what they're telling me.
I think it is the point.
Very excited for this, and then you can just kind of like hold yourselves over. All the ladies will be cooling themselves off after that and going into Boogie Nights, which is immediately following that. Illusion Fusion, Alex Ramon will be playing or having his show tonight at 8 o'clock at the Horizon. That starts at 8. Him and Megan Doyle put on an amazing magic show, and right now, with every adult ticket purchased, you get 2 free kids passes. Wow. So it's fun for the entire family.
Great.
Fresh Catch has live music tonight right across the way from my house. Like I said, dollar drinks at Opal. And ladies drink free starting at 2 or 10 p.m. at Opal Ultra Lounge tomorrow night. You know how many of us have dressed up in drag trying to make it to the... And they always
No, I
kick us
don't.
out.
How many?
They're like, sorry, Drew, we know that's you. And I'm like, what? It's not either. Anyway, other local events coming up. Real quick, I just want to talk about one that's happening here soon. Lake Tahoe Pride asks you to join them 1 p.m. Saturday at Lakeview Commons to walk to Aloha Ice Cream. You can meet at Aloha at 1:30. If you don't want to do the walk, just show up and hang out. little bit of information there. Anne, so nice having you on the show.
Thank you. Can I say a little bit about Tahoe Social?
You can.
Oh, wonderful. So if you haven't heard, Tahoe Social is going to be like, I'm considering like sort of like the Facebook for the Tahoe area.
I like it.
And it's for people who love the lake and also people who reside here. And they'll have chats and all kinds of great articles and all. And they have asked me to write a column. It will be called Ask Annie. And it will be a column for answering questions about your wedding. Not advice to the lovelorn, but answering questions about, what you should include in your invitation if you're getting married at Tahoe, things like that.
What should I wear?
Well,
that's always a good question.
Tahoe weddings, you should check with the bride and groom because some of them are doing it very formal and some it's on the beach and shorts and a t-shirt are just fine.
And if your bride is Rainbow Mars, like the celebrity actress, she's asking all of her guests to go on a diet 21 days before her wedding so they look glowingly thin for the photos.
I don't know Rainbow Mars.
I'll tell you, these weddings going to a whole new level. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to go out to Zephyr Cove right now where you've played numerous times.
I have. Gorgeous location for a wedding.
We're going to go out there. We'll be back with more Wake Up Tahoe, and Adra will be on set with your daily update coming up.
What's up, gang? I'm Jesse with Getaway Reno Tahoe, and the best way to see Emerald Bay is two boats, the MS Dixie and the Tahoe Queen. And right now, you can even go with Mark Twain and the captain.
On the Tahoe Queen Daytime Scenic Cruise, kids of all ages jump on board these boats that explore Lake Tahoe and show you the incredible views.
Not only do the kiddos get to see another side of Tahoe, they get to ride along with the famous Mark Twain.
But Mark Twain isn't the only famous character they meet. The captain will invite you up to check out the huge giant wheel.
And of course these little guys are going to need something to remember their trip by. Each boat has their very own gift shop. Call the babysitter and dress to impress. We're going to the dinner cruise aboard the MS Dixie.
This is 3 hours of cruising, boozing,
and dancing. The dinner cruise isn't just about the booze and food. You get to see Tahoe and Emerald Bay at sunset.
Before we knew it, we were out in the middle of the lake, and it was time for some cocktails.
The MS Dixie has their very own signature drink, the Emerald Bay.
Drinks in hand, we hit the deck to check out the amazing views.
We're the queen of the world! After our film debut on the deck, the captain ordered us in to be seated for dinner.
Steak and mashed potatoes is the life.
Not only is our food delicious, the views while we're dining are amazing.
If you haven't checked out Emerald Bay, the MS Dixie gets you up close and personal to this hidden island and the beach.
And as soon as the sun goes down, it's back inside to show off our mad dancing skills.
And all that spinning and twirling on the dance floor was the perfect ending to our dinner dance cruise.
Welcome back to the show. We want to thank Anne Roos, who's now playing in the background, getting ready for the wedding coming up here at Mont Blue's Wedding Chapel, where we film our show each and every morning. I'll tell you what, batting 1,000. Anne Roos on her proposals, guys, take notes. You want her to say yes immediately with tears of joy, you just get Anne Roos to play, guaranteed. Yeah, not going back, right? She's batting 1,000, Adra.
I hear her.
Yeah, just in case you ever need something like that, Anne Roos is your person. Mm-hmm. Catch her new album, Blue Jeans, right there.
It's modern pop on the solo harp.
Isn't it cool? 22 different songs, The Unforgiven, Freebird, and much, much more. So
and look I think she borrowed your shoes.
Yeah, my Chuck Taylors are on the cover there.
This is like your jeans and your shoes right there.
Looks exactly like my jeans.
I think she went to your house.
Hey, Adra's on set today for your daily update, and today we're talking the 10 things to do at Lake Tahoe this summer.
Yep, took this straight from Going Places Near and Far's blog.
Easy enough.
I did. I typed in, things to do in Tahoe. This popped up, and it was great because it tells you about the endless activities to do in Lake Tahoe that are popular in summer. And my favorite is to start it off, take a cruise. And Tony Lyle actually says you can't go to Lake Tahoe without getting out on the lake. And he specifically does say to take out the paddle wheeler boats.
Tony Lyle, who now works for the Lake Tahoe Visitor Authority. We have 2 different paddle wheel boats, in case you didn't know, the Tahoe Queen, the MS Dixie 2. Dinner dance cruises are the ticket.
Yes.
You put a harp in with the dinner dance cruises, That is the ultimate ticket.
Put her right on the pedal wheel. Ask her to marry you right there. It's a beautiful night. She will say yes.
There you go. There's number 1. Number 2.
Number 2, go to the top of Heavenly on the gondola. Go to the observation deck at 9,123 feet and then see the views of Carson Valley, Desolation Wilderness, and then go up to Adventure Peak and dine at the Tamarack Lodge.
Fantastic nachos.
And put the harp up there. Ask her to marry you there.
Boom. Done.
Okay.
That's number 2.
Moving on from that, 1 and 2 is done. Spend a day at the beach.
Why not?
Have the Celtic Harpist there.
Piece of plywood, Celtic Harp, your significant other.
And it does specifically say, go to Zephyr Cove for sunbathing, swimming, beach activities, and enjoy a bite to eat at the Sunset Bar and Grill.
The best burger.
With a nightly serenade from Anne Roos.
Anne Roos. Number 3.
Number 3.
4.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we are on number 4. Number 4, Vikings Home.
Yes.
It says, tour the Vikings Home Park in July through August at Eagle Point State Park. Enjoy a 1.7-mile hike down to Emerald Bay and to Vikings Home, where there will be a Celtic Harpist.
we fly her in. We drop her out with a parachute. She goes... No, that is a really neat location. If you've never hiked down off of 89 down into there, you can boat into it as well. That is such a neat location.
They have a secret goldfish pond.
Yes.
They do. Drew and I found it. It was amazing. Really.
I don't know how those goldfish got there.
I don't know either.
Anyway, number 5.
Number 5, rent a powerboat.
We just talked about
Zephyr Cove, and quickly and efficiently get to exploring coves, inlets, and far-off portions of the lake.
Ski Rowboat Company, also an option in the boating world.
Exactly.
The West Shore is your place to kind of boat, because it's protected by all the wind. Emerald Bay's over there, Ski Beach.
East Shore, it's kind of a little bit more windy, but you know what? It's just another way to go sailing and things like that over there.
Yesterday, you could surf on the East Shore. Sand Harbor.
They do that over there.
Number 7.
Number 7, 6. Well, what? No, we don't need numbers anymore. Horseback riding. Take a 1.5 to 2 hour guided trip available with breakfast, lunch, and dinner rides also.
Or if you want a horseback ride at Mont Bleu Resort Casino, catch the mailroom Saturday night.
There will be chaps.
I'm just saying, there is a saddle. And chaps. And cowboys.
I'm throwing up in my mouth right now. Mom, I don't know this, man. Okay, explore Heavenly Village. And go shopping, dining, play mini golf, go to the movies, and access the gondola for a splendid afternoon, evening on the town.
The Heavenly Village, home of Dreu with the U's radio studio, KTHO Radio, and home of the Heavenly Village concert series.
Yep, the Mighty 590 and 96.1 FM, Middlebrook in the midday, Dreu with you in the morning.
It's going to be fabulous. It's Friday night. We will have Jason King Band, blues, and jazz there in the Heavenly Village. Number 9.
Oh, this would be number 8, kayak or paddle? Or paddleboard.
Thank you.
Stand-up paddle. And how can we do that?
El Dorado Beach, South Tahoe stand-up paddle, the Brackett family out there. Come Wednesday nights, or make sure you show up on the 29th for Race the Lake of the Sky.
Race the Lake of the Sky. And if you want to do Destination Yoga, Lake Tahoe Yoga is offering yoga through stand-up paddling at South Tahoe stand-up paddle. So Janae is the way to go. And if you'd like, you can have a Celtic Harpist playing
on the paddleboard.
Yes. Right next to you.
Or paddle boat. Yeah, Anne could do that.
Yeah, she can. Or like the little paddles.
Yes.
Number 9, go parasailing 1,000 feet up in the air.
With a Celtic Harpist hanging below you.
Stunning views and high-flying fun.
It's always fun. Captain Ron Williams over there, Ski Rowboat Company. Shark 1, Shark 2
will
take you
out. We have to go do that.
Let you out 1,400 feet on a piece of dental floss.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Number
bring you
10.
back in. And you can have a Celtic Harpist either below you or maybe on the boat.
Or you could just put the CD into your iPhone and just...
Not the same. Number 10.
Number 10, play a game of beach volleyball, standing upon the sun-warm sand in the lake. And, you know, it does go on to talk more about Zephyr Cove. But there's beach volleyball throughout all of Tahoe, especially on Ski Beach over there by Kiva. And just so you know, a great thing to do is wear socks when you're playing beach volleyball because it keeps your feet from getting too hot.
And if you're like me, it's best just to watch the girls play beach volleyball. That's going to do it for Wake Up Tahoe today. We'll be back tomorrow with your weekend update. There's a ton of stuff going on. We have carnivals and so much more. Thanks to Anne Roos for coming on the show today.
Thank you, Anne.
Wedding season is upon us. Well, not all of us, but it's on some of us.
I hope it's not on me because I don't even know who
Adra,
I'm
you have something to tell
married
us?
to. What?
You have something to tell us?
About what?
Adra might have a big announcement. No, I'm just kidding. Wake Up Tahoe starts tomorrow morning. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Thursday.